When I found the music, I was shocked by how good it was. And I just thought, we have to make this the new Tegan and Sara record. When I tell people, oh, we wrote a memoir about high school, so many people are beat up on themselves when they were adolescents. I didn't like my hair, I dated the weird guy, or whatever it is. I just didn't realize how, I really was hard on myself as a teenager. And when I looked back, I was like, I didn't like the way I looked, I didn't like the way I felt in my body, and I was really uncomfortable with my sexuality, and I was really afraid. And so when I went back to write about that time period, I realized I hadn't totally exercised that yet. Like, I hadn't really processed it as an adult. And I found it very cathartic to go back and sort of, for all intents and purposes, give my younger self a hug. Like, you know, like, buddy, you're fine, you're gonna be okay. Like, I really sort of found that younger version of myself really brave. And actually, there was a lot about myself that I really admired by the end of writing the book.
Not only are you giving, you know, your fans a book, you're also giving them new music, but it's actually old music. You know, if looking back, did you ever think that those songs would be turned into an album?
No. No, I think we did like most people do. You get out of high school or college and you take everything you made, you know, and you kind of just put it away, put it in a closet and forget about it. I think we had done that too. I think neither of us had even bothered to look for the music we wrote in high school in the last 20 years. I think like most new writers and musicians, you just want to write more new stuff, so you just kind of leave everything in the past. I think we bought into the narrative that most of us do, that whatever we created when we were young is just silly and throwaway. I wanted to give that Tegan and Sara music a second chance. I feel like we're older now and we write in a more complicated way, and we are constantly challenging ourselves to do something new. And I just didn't think that I could ever sit down and write music like that anymore. And I don't know. And hearing Sara's songs from that time, I realized that that's the origin of when I became a fan of Sara.
You guys are such role models. Like, truly, when young women.
This book will probably ruin that.
Yeah, so I should stop.
I mean, I think that well, I'm gonna let you ask your question, but I'm gonna potentially still say what I'm gonna say. But
I want you to say what you're
gonna say. Well, I mean, yeah, I think we are role models, and I think that we've mentored a lot of young artists, and we certainly try to live by a high standard. We work hard, but Sara was saying this earlier. We were teenagers once. You know, we were closeted, we were lost, we were a bit aimless. We weren't academic, and you know, we floundered a bit in the academic system. We went to a large public school, classrooms over 35 kids, not a lot of attention. Mom was a single parent, went back to school. We spent a lot of time unsupervised, and we experimented with LSD, and we smoked pot, and we snuck out, and we, you know, stole change from our parents. You know, like, I mean, we made sure that they can't take back the Governor's General art award that we got a few years ago.
You cleared that, right?
We definitely got as far into our career before we wrote the book. Yeah. No, but I think we really wanted to like tell the real story behind us, because I think public figures are often put on a platform, especially those of us who are othered. So we're LGBTQ, and so we're held to a higher standard. We're women, we're feminists, we're political. We must live and always be perfect, and we are not perfect. We're far from it. And I think for Sara and I, it was really important to step off the pedestal for a second, just for a second. We're gonna get right back on during the next record cycle. But the crown for now, we're going to get down on the ground and remind everybody, and it sounds cheesy and like a plug, but we are just like everybody else. That's why we call the record Hey, I'm Just Like You. I think that part of us is still inside. 20 years later, rediscovering our old music, telling the story of our childhood, our adolescence, the origin of our band, I'm not that different. Sara has done way more therapy than me, and she's also not that different, and I think
it doesn't work.
We're flawed, we're people, we have to like make mistakes, you know, so we're role models.
That's why you guys are role models.
Yeah,
because you have gotten off the pedestal, and you're like, look,
we're flawed.
We love the pedestal, but we're flawed, but that's what makes you guys you, and that's why people love you and flock to you, and I think that's why this book and the new album is just gonna absolutely rock it.